Blake Lively has dropped not one, but 62 pieces of evidence. This is just an example of the list of questions that Blake's team has for Wayfair. I love all the questions, but what's funny about this is the content creators that still have questions for Blake never got any answers and still never have gotten any answers. So I think this is hilarious how she has so many questions yet can't answer a single one. And yes, I have a giant pimple, so you look up here. Focus. Blake had something to say, a lot of blah, 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 so let's skip to the highlights. She states, Abel also agreed and failed to produce all documentation and communication related to the digital campaign. Blake, how many times do we have to say it? There is no campaign. First, Abel agreed to produce documents and communications with content creators concerning Miss Lively, Mr. Reynolds, the CRD, the actions, the Lively Reynolds companies, and the digital campaign. Let's pause for a moment. This proves that Blake's entire SH claims non-existent, because why are you focusing so hard on this digital campaign that you've been told over and 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 over it's not a thing, never was a thing, and you just want to focus on that. You never bring any evidence whatsoever to any SH claim. Does her team not realize if you want to change public opinion that you're lying about all of this? Prove you're not lying. The quickest way to get public opinion to switch in her favor would be for her to show proof that yes, the SH did happen on set. That's it. That's all you got to do. There's a smear campaign. Nip it in the butt. That's not the issue. If you actually were SH'd, this whole digital campaign is the least of your worries. What we're focused on is he SH'd me and he is seemingly getting away with it. That would be the issue. But instead, your whole focus is they don't like me. They don't like me because he told them not to like me, or he paid them not to like me, or they just bought into propaganda. They don't have any real thoughts. They just don't like me because someone told them not to like me. No. She goes on to say that Abel has not produced a single responsive document or communication. Because there's not any. I love this next part. She states that Abel admits to directly engaging with various reporters, and she has largely failed to produce documents or communications. Blake, I want to see those documents and communications from you and New York Times. Yeah, let's talk about it. Or let's see the documentation and communications from you and all of the mainstream media staying silent on you attacking, harassing, and intimidating content creators simply because they don't like you. The only one talking about it is the Daily Mail, but not the US version, only the UK version. So yeah, the Daily Mail is the only one that has a sliver of my respect. I still don't fully respect them just because they've been getting a lot of the information wrong or leaving out a lot of details. Yeah, it's great to focus on a couple content creators, but you need to focus on all of them because there are so many content creators that are being attacked by Blake. Myself included. Myself included is a DV survivor. And there's other ones that are DV survivors that have posted about their DV experience. And the only thing that Blake has against them is they had one viral video of them supporting Justin. It had nothing to do with Blake in it. So what, you're going to go after creators because they like Justin? Don't even get me started on this BS and acting like you don't have the mainstream media in your pocket. Shut up. She goes on, second, despite coordinating and participating in the retaliatory smear campaign, few responsive documents have been produced because there's not any. Oh, I love this part. She says, in their efforts to influence press narratives, like the ones that only favor Blake Lively. The biggest news headline right now should be Blake Lively, a multimillionaire, going after normal everyday citizens because they're content creators that happen to not like her. That's it. The fact that mainstream media is staying silent shows me that you, Blake, are the one influencing press narratives. Speaking of influencing press narratives, what's funny is now if I search my name, none of the articles that mention me about Blake coming after me as a content creator pop up. None of them. Because I've looked to see if any other mainstream media has started to talk about this. Nope, they've been quiet. So it's just funny how now none of them pop up though. SEO work or something, like Ryan's line of work or something. I don't know. Maybe just a guess. Oh, the hypocrisy continues. She states, number one, efforts to seed, influence, manipulate, boost, amplify, or engage with social media. Why would Ryan be following this random content creator that has nothing to do with him? Or Salma, your sister's friend, she also follows him. Why would that be? And this content creator, for some reason, follows your fan accounts. And what's funny is he will not acknowledge why Ryan follows him whatsoever. So I would think that's part of efforts to seed, influence, manipulate social media. I love that you keep telling on yourself, Blake. Let's continue. Number two, strategy and planning documents. I would love to see those documents for you trying to plan to steal the movie from Justin and the future movies from Justin. Let's talk about the documents that you took to try to get him off of the movie poster. Oh gosh, the list could go on. 3, related payments and agreements. 4, draft social media posts. So it sounds like that must be why this one content creator that your husband follows seems to always have this other information before anyone else. He's also the one that started reporting on this case before any content creators posted about it in support of Justin. Wow. And in fact, he actually started posting about this case 2 days after your New York Times leak. What a quinky dink. This last part comes with a homework assignment, but don't worry, I've done the work for you. So she states, they were retained to manage the crisis Baldoni feared would erupt if they went to the public. Let's look at that, shall we? If you want to see Justin's perspective on why he hired them, you need to watch All in 1 Month and June through August, Last Call. That will explain to you why he hired the team and basically letting you know, no. At that point, he started to see the red flags and was like, this is about to be a problem. I need to get ahead of this. And no, Blake, it's not what you're trying to make it seem. The problem was you. It was always and always will be you. I love how Ryan still somehow made his way into the documents. Like, do you want in the case or do you want out of it? Which is it? Honestly, we need jail for both of you, but I digress. Anyways, this is all alleged, so take it with a grain of salt and follow me for more.